Hey, hey, trying to make it. How you
Got you.
living?
I'm doing great. Life is just, it's what it should be.
Okay. All right. Good, good. All right. Hey, so I'm gonna go ahead and say the intro and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right.
All right.
All right. Hey, so what the business is, you already know who it is. It's your boy coming through with a little bit more of that for the culture. And tonight I have another one of my battle buddies, former drill sergeants. Got on another session with me. We did a session maybe almost like a year ago. And now I got on here again and we're gonna have a little pre and post conversation about her time on the trail. But without further ado, I'm gonna let her introduce herself to the people, and then we'll go ahead and get started.
Hey, y'all. So I'm Artavia Williams, also known as Staff Sergeant Williams now. Like he said, I'm a former drill. That's how me and him got hooked up together. And now I'm about to go off, be an instructor, and do my big one.
Okay, okay. Oh, snap! You
So,
finna live
yeah,
that instructor life?
they got me, but I'm
And
ready.
they got
Yeah,
you
they
from one
got me.
trade out to another, huh?
It wasn't what I picked, but we're going to make it do what it do.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, look, that's all I can tell you is make the best of it.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it. Instructor life isn't all that bad or what it's made out to be, but just make the best of it.
Yeah.
Tell you that. Okay, okay. All right. Hey, so we'll go ahead and jump in and get started. All right. Hey, so question number one. How's life been going for you since you've been off the trail?
Since I've been off the trail, life has been very peaceful. Like I've been able
Okay.
to catch up on my sleep. I've been able to take care of myself. I've been
Mhm.
able to focus on things that I was focusing before I got on the trail. Even though I kind of still was on the trail, but as you know, it's hard. It's hard to focus on
Yeah,
yourself while being on the
it is.
trail. You have to be very intentional because it's
Yeah,
so easy to get wrapped up in your job and everything and everybody else's problem. But yeah,
definitely.
I just been catching up on myself. I and been getting my stuff set up for me to move and just really been pouring into myself. And so it's been a good time. And then being around family, it makes it like
Yeah.
10 times better.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Because like when you get that leave time after on the trail, make the most out of it before you report to wherever else you're going.
And I don't
Cause
even get
that
there
show,
till April the
yeah.
10th. I am
Oh,
off
okay.
all the March. Yeah.
Sad. Oh, snap. Okay, okay,
I had
okay. So
14
you
use
got
to lose
long leave,
days. Yeah,
huh?
I had 14 use. We finna take a solid 38 days off.
Okay. Hey, I like it. Hey, I like it. You need it because after you do them years on that trail, you need to decompress. You need to get all that weight up off of your shoulder
I'm
and
telling
see something different
you. Hmm.
and enjoy yourself. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, so question number two. What were your expectations of the trail before going? Because I know there's a lot of misconceptions out there, what people think it is or what you done heard from somebody else. But what was some of your things that you was expecting to go through before going to the trail actually?
I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't have any expectations. I came from a standpoint of I'm nervous because
Okay.
I'm a support MOS of 42. So
Okay.
doing, being out there teaching them battle drills and all that stuff, that's not what I do on a daily basis. So for
Right.
me personally, I was more of like, I hope I get it. I want to see where I fit in. I know my strengths, my weaknesses. So like I was more like and excited, like anxious to see like what's going to happen, but what I
Mhm.
can say is that it did give me more than what I expected. So the things that
Okay.
I heard was just like, make sure you have a good team. Make sure you want to work. They always would say like the support MOSs didn't want to work. But the stuff that I was being told, I had the complete opposite experience. Like I think I
Okay.
told you the first time we talked that I had a good team, but my team was solid. And
Mm.
all my infantry guys, they were like my big brothers. And so I've learned and I grew so much to the point where I was teaching more than them. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, I got that. I go teach land and a half. I go do this. I go do this. So for me personally, it really exceeded what expectations I probably thought I would have had. I've grown, I've learned, and I was just in a group where we was more like a family. So I enjoyed going to work. I didn't mind being there with them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I hear that a lot from people that come from support MOSs that don't do the battle drills and all of those tasks every day.
Mm-hmm.
At first, it's a little, mind blowing. You got to learn this. You got to learn that. You got to watch people to actually know what you should be doing. But once you get the hang of it, once you get in on the swing of it, like go through like a cycle and a half or whatever, you see how
Mm-hmm.
things operate. You see how things go. Then that's when you really pick it up, and then you can start inserting yourself in things that you don't normally insert yourself in, and then you're like able to get out there and teach it, and then teach it to a level to where people understand, and then your peers trust you more because you've learned what you needed to learn, and then you get
Yep.
out there and actually put it to good use. So I commend you
Mm-hmm.
for that though, because I hear a lot of horror stories about people having issues with this MOS and that MOS and arguing, and people not thinking that they're good enough to do the job. But for you to, you know, get in there, learn what you needed to learn, and actually completed the mission and did it at a good level and a good
Mm-hmm.
rate. I honestly commend you for that or whatever. Hell yeah.
Appreciate
Okay. Oh yeah. All right. Hey, so question number 3. How was your time on the trail? Like I know we tapped a little bit into it then, but how was your time though?
My time overall was good. I learned more about that trade off side more than anything. It's
Yeah.
not for us. It's not it that side. Like now, after seeing a lot, experiencing people, you couldn't pay me. I couldn't do no third year. I couldn't go back to that side. Like that's one of those things. It's a one and done. If you get
Yeah.
the opportunity, I pray it go well for you. I hope it's good, but the rule is like now it's so politic. It's just so politic now. And people
100%.
like us who care about quality versus
Hmm.
quantity, that's it. It overrules the quantity is gonna overrule the quality every time. It don't matter
Right.
what you do. As long as you
Telling you.
stay within that black and white, you better. Cause
Oh
now
yeah.
they cracking down. So I would definitely say I'll learn more about that side. You would think that we would care more about quality and pushing through quality through the
Yeah.
force, but I feel like we're part of the problems. That's the part of the problem too. It's just
Yeah.
hey, we need to make this we need to get them people through.
Yeah. It is. Because a lot of it is based off of numbers.
Yes,
They need them bodies. They need
they don't
to.
care where it come from.
Nope. They need to fill this class. They need to fill this course. They need to be able to send this amount of soldiers to this unit or that unit to fill the army's needs and on demand. And I hate to say it, but a lot of it is all about quantity now. Like quality, like for you to really want to, teach and instruct and coach and mentor a soldier in basic, it's a little complicated. Like, yeah, you got your little um drill sergeant time, like after
Mm-hmm.
POI hours and all of that, but what you got maybe like an hour and a half, and then half of that time is somewhat they cleaning or they doing things of that nature. So you don't really have a lot of time to instill the things that you want to, and then that's
Mm-hmm.
what kind of pushes into that whole, it's all about the quantity. Because once you start, like, yeah, you can like touch a lot of soldiers, and
Yeah.
I know you obviously probably have, but to do it at the rate that you want to, when you actually genuinely care about the product, it's a little complicated whenever everything's, hey, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, and then next thing you know, you preparing for the next day,
Literally. Mm-hmm.
and then it's all over again. You pushing them through, pushing them through, pushing them through. So I think the best time of your military career is when you're like actually with your soldiers on the ground level, being the squad leaders, being the team leaders, being the platoon sergeant, when you actually back at a regular unit, um, or back on the line, or whatever they like to call it all these different other things. Like when you actually have your people the way you can deal with every day. But the trail was fun though. I will say that though.
The
So
most fun I ever had.
yeah.
I would say that.
I am telling you, I think it was one of the most funnest parts of my career. Also, being able to, you know, raise a child, because you know a lot of them come to you still
Yeah.
kids,
Yes.
don't have no home training,
Mm-hmm.
don't didn't have technically, you know, I hate to say this, but a lot of them didn't have that mother father to instill anything in them. So when they get to you, you're basically mommy, daddy, doing the things, teaching them how to do this, teaching them how to do that,
Mm-hmm.
and getting them to the level of where they need to be just to be a decent, you know, a fair human, to know how to take care of themselves, which should they should know already. But hey, you know, that's a whole different story. We ain't even
Yeah.
much go touch into that there. But yeah. It it was still fun though. And then, you know, I got the opportunity to do it at the next level with
Yeah.
training y'all, training the NCOs. So that was fun. So I will say, back to what you had said, Trade Doc is a funny place. And you know, at that damn academy, it was politics all day long.
From
But
start to finish.
I enjoyed my time at the academy, because I feel like I was able to reach and touch NCOs and actually show them a different way, because me, I'm kind of unorthodox whenever it comes to training. Like I'm like POI cool, follow it, all of that. But whenever POI is done, I like to have real talks with people
Yeah.
so they understand the concept of what's really about to happen. And I think that's where I had my most fun, and that was where my meat and potatoes was. I was able to have that connection with them and actually let them know, hey, all right, look, this is what you about to walk into. There's some of the stuff that you're gonna go like you got to deal with. So I want you to prepare yourself now. So I
And
think
that's
that
what
probably
drew
was
us
the
to
best.
you too. Yeah. Having those real, we
Yeah,
need that though. Like you said, POI cool, but what's really finna go down? What
yeah,
is it really like?
right. Because because when you get in a situation where POI can't save you, what you
Mm,
gonna do?
not
Hey, you
fold. I
better,
tell you
better
that.
figure it out. Hey, I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Sink or swim.
Telling you. All right. Hey, so question number 4. How do you feel after finishing your time on the trail, and was it what you expected it to actually be?
I feel accomplished.
Okay.
Like I said, it was more than what I expected it to be. I feel more
Mhm.
confident in myself
Okay.
and my leadership style. That was really like a place. Not only was it the trainees' learning ground, but it was my learning ground as well. I've never had
Okay.
60+ soldiers before at one time. So,
Right.
like for me, it really enhanced on my strengths, and it also showed me my weaknesses that I was also able to work on. And like I said, now I after being a drill, like people that are drills, you just gotta experience it. I can handle anything. Anything could
Yeah.
go wrong. And it's like there literally is an answer for everything. So
Yes,
like
it is.
coming from force con where it's like, well, I don't know. I don't know what we gonna do. Drill life? No, there's an answer. We're gonna figure it out. Like we
Yeah.
gotta have this stuff figured out by tomorrow. Literally
Yeah.
by tomorrow.
Literally
Or
by
something
tomorrow.
go wrong. We gotta have this figured out by 1400 today. Like we gotta figure something out. So it's
Yeah.
definitely I've always been like a go-getter, an initiator, but it really has taught me, even when I gotta be reactive in situations, there's an answer somewhere. We're gonna figure it out, we're gonna rig it together, something gonna happen. Like no, it's just not an answer. Just saying you don't know, nah, that's just
Definitely. Definitely. Hey, hold on real quick. The sound
mm-hmm.
kind of messed up. I'm trying to get you back on. Hold on. Hello? Say something now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I do, but it was like real low. You can okay. You,
It's better now.
yeah, it should be. Okay. All right. But yeah, I feel you though. You get more into that realm, like the weight done lifted off of you now.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can move a little more freely. Now you can get some of that time back or
Yes.
whatever. So I think that's yeah, that was the biggest thing, especially like um just know get to work, zero fold, zero three, according on if it's your duty week or whatever. And then you be there all day,
And night.
put them put them on the bed, everything. So and then you leaving at zero. I mean, freaking 20, 30, freaking 2100, and then coming back the next morning at the same time and doing it all over again. But now you actually get to sleep in a little bit now. Well, you especially because you on a leave, you got damn near
I don't got no time.
38 days of leave, so you chilling. But but even when you go back to your like when you get to your next unit and you able to come in at a decent hour, I think
Mhm.
that's like the biggest blessing. So now you get your life back. Like you get your life, you basically, and I hate to use this terminology, but you gave your life away for 2 years, and now you actually get your life back a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. And my weekend.
Yeah, yeah. And your weekends, yeah. Hey, that's biggest thing there. Biggest thing. Because she, hey, used to be thirsty for that Sunday to
Come,
come.
come on, look, and don't let you have duty on Sunday after your duty week. Don't let that happen.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, so question number 5. Uh what's the new military journey for you? Like since finishing your trail time, like um, what's your MOS and like what are you gonna be going back into?
So I am about to go be a BLC instructor.
Okay.
So I'm not even going back to my MOS. I'm going back on the platform. But
Mhm.
after the platform life, which I do not plan to complete the full term, my goal is to go green to gold, drop my packet, and go officer. And so that's gonna get done this year. Period. So I don't plan to be there the entire time. I'm gonna work as if I'm there, plan to be there the entire time. But
Yeah.
in reality, I know that this is just buying me time. It's something to pass through.
Okay. All right. Hey, well, I hope you enjoy that. You say you're
Yeah.
going to BLC, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy that.
I
Hope
hope
you
so too.
have fun with it. But you're gonna go back to teaching again. So,
Yeah.
um, do you have a passion for teaching?
I
Like,
actually do. I do. I do.
okay.
But what's crazy is I didn't pick instructor. I did not pick in my marketplace when it came
Yeah.
out. I had like 60 something assignments. I did put ROTC instructor. I had like 10 openings for that. So I had that as my top 10 just because I'm like, I can be an ROTC instructor and then drop my packet. I'm already in the door. I was
Yeah.
looking at it from that standpoint. That's the only reason why I had put ROTC instructor. But everything after that was back. I had put overseas to go back to an S1 because I was like, I'm ready to go back to my job. But Big Army picked BLC, and I verbatimly remember putting that at the bottom. It was right next to drill sergeant, 65 and 66. And then I get my assignment. Everybody reading their assignments. Oh, I'm going here. I was like, well, where you going? I looked. It said Texas. I said BLC. That's not what we picked. But I was like, it is what it is. So I'm gonna make the
Yeah.
best of it.
Okay. All right. Hey, so I will say prepare to go to Siftic. I don't know if you ever been to Siftic yet.
No, I haven't, but I
The
gotta go.
the facilitating course,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Yeah, yeah. So pretty much they're gonna teach you how to work a room.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna teach you how to, do the ask, pause, and then call. So like you ask a question, you wait about 3 to 5 seconds. That's where the pause come in, and then you'll call on somebody or whatever. So you give them time to let their minds think about, you
Mm-hmm.
know, how they want to answer. And then when you whatever person you call on, if they don't give you the correct answer, then like you don't automatically knock them down, but you let them know, okay, I see where you're going. That wasn't what I was
Mm-hmm.
exactly looking for. Then you call on somebody else to elaborate a little deeper off of what that person was saying that didn't give you the correct answer. So
Mm-hmm.
pretty much they teach you how to work a room at that course, and it's 2 weeks, but it's it's not bad. It's a good little break or whatever. But I tell you that just so you know, whenever you're gonna become a instructor, they send you there to learn how to facilitate a room first,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll get your platform time. Once you get those hours, then you gonna walk out of there with your
with
instructor
that
badge.
bad.
So you'll be good then. You know, keep
Not
on
leaving
like
without
keep
that.
on knocking them things out.
I'm like, hand it here. So I put this on the
Yeah.
uniform.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So last question, and then we'll get to the closing remarks and final comments or whatever. So how does your faith and your believing play a role in your career? Like how do you stay connected? Um okay, let's say this. Does your has your faith played a major role in the situations that you've been in the military?
Every day. Every
Okay.
day. So my job, being in the military, puts me on my knees even more before God.
Mm.
Because I don't. So your question was, how has my faith played a role? So I'm gonna just start. My whole career has been God ordained, and what I mean by that is, just for an example, every assignment that I've got, it was not my choice. It was
Mhm.
God's choice. And every assignment that I've been in, He has graced me and given me the anointing to meet the people that I've needed to meet, to be in the spaces and rooms, and put me in places that I personally didn't think I deserved to be in, or like, you want me to go talk to these people, or why they put me in this assignment? And then it all folds out the ultimate goal of why I'm there. And
Okay.
so for me, my faith definitely has helped my confidence. It has helped me not compare myself to any other person. Like, the journey that I have is for me, which allows me to be loving and to be a good teammate to my peers. Like, I'm not in competition with you. I know where my helps come from. I know what God has called me to do, and I know what I came here to do. My only job is just to impact your life. And I ask myself before I go into an assignment, God, show me a need, show me somewhere that I can fill a void in this organization, in my peers' life, and wherever it can be. Because my only goal is just to show your love, is to bring your love through the ranks. That's it. So wherever there is a need, send me there. Make it apparent to me and clear, so that I can help where help needs to be, and teach me how to pick my battles. And so that has been a big thing for me throughout my entire career. I know how to pick my battles. I know what battles are mine and what's not mine. And lots of trial and error, of course, but over the course of time, I've just been blessed with the right people. Like, I hear stories all the time, and don't get me wrong, I've had my moments with leaders and stuff, but it's
Mhm.
like I'm always grace. Like, I know the people that I need to know. So, like, if I got a leader that it ain't rocking, I have that confidence and that ability to go have these conversations. I'm not the one that's sitting in the back like, y'all heard what Commander did or what this person did. Like, no, let's go have a conversation about it. Let's talk about it. Because
Okay.
I'm not about to be sitting here working with you and we over here struggling. Now, and whether you take heed to me or not, that doesn't move me. Because at
Mm.
the end of the day, the army for me, it's a stepping stone, and it has molded me into the woman that I am now. But it is not the author of my faith. So, like, because the army can get rid of me today, but being that I know where my help comes from, which is Jesus Christ, I know that I'm going to be fine. I know that I have the tools. I know that I have the mindset. And even going through situations, just my mindset is different. And what I mean by that is, like, me and my peers, we can go through the same situation, but my outlook is going to be different than theirs.
Right.
Like, what you think will knock me down, it does not. It just makes me pray even more. God, give me the strength to get through this. Give me the strength to say what needs to be said. Show me how you want to teach these people, because I look at, to me, leadership is a trust, it's not a right. And I truly believe the hardest person to lead is truly yourself.
Mhm.
It's so easy to tell people what to do. It's so easy to help everybody else with their problems. I feel like the hardest person to lead through it all is yourself. And I feel like a lot of people, when you don't know who you are, when you don't stand for anything, you will fall for anything. And that's why people change up when they get in certain rooms. Behind
Yes.
closed doors, you weren't acting like this. But now that
Yep.
this two-star or whoever's in here, I don't even know who you are anymore. But
Yeah.
and I was just raised like that as well. Like, these people put their pants on the same way I do. You tie your shoes just like me. I respect you of the person that you are, but it does not. I don't fear you in a way of like, oh, I gotta go kiss up to this person. I gotta go do that. Like, no, I just show up, I be me, I give where I need to give, and I work for God. I don't work for man. And that's another thing how it plays into. So, like, for an example, my peers would be like, well, I'm not doing that because he don't do this for us. And for me, when I say I work for God, I'm still gonna do it anyway, even if it's less frowned upon from the people around me. And I feel like that also too is just what sets me apart. Like, I have to do what I have to do regardless. A person, my attitude and my actions aren't predicated upon other people's circumstances.
Right. Okay. I like it. I like it. Hey, that's a good thing to have because knowing yourself is one of the most important things ever. Because like just like you said, like anybody can tell somebody else what to do, but are you gonna get yourself up to go do something?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you gonna be in control of your emotions to be able to like maneuver around the things that you need to be able to maneuver around? Because like we can look at everybody else's picture, but can you go walk and stand in front of that mirror and you totally honestly satisfied with what you see?
Yep. And a lot of
Are
people
you
aren't.
able to look at yourself and hold yourself accountable to the things
Mm-hmm.
that you should be doing or what you know that you should be doing but you're not doing? Are you going to be able to do that for yourself? But a lot of people be so quick to go tell everybody else what they need to do, but they
Mm-hmm.
can't look at themselves and say, well, I need to do this. And that's one of the things right there. So I'm glad you actually brought that up there because because you know in the military we have to do things all the time that we don't necessarily want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, you might not want to get up at this time. You might not want to go make them soldiers do this because you know that it serves no purpose. But you got a job, you got an obligation, you got a responsibility to do. But at the same time, though, I like what you have said. Like everything that you do is God's calling talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the positions that you got might have not have been what you chose, but you know who chose them for you
Mm-hmm.
because he was going to show you something throughout that journey of you going to do those tasks that he asked you to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that because like you take it head on and then you understand and you keep that faith and that belief in knowing that this is for a bigger purpose. And like once people can realize that, or once people, even if they don't believe in something, even if they don't,
Yeah.
whatever, because it's all about purpose. I think like once you find your purpose, or once you find something that you feel like drives you to go do it, then you will get up and do it. And I
Yep, a
think
lot of people don't
that's
know their why. That's yep, and that's exactly why. A lot of people don't have that purpose. They don't have their drive. They're just like an autopilot. And
yes,
so the army is like their whole life. And don't get me wrong, yes, it consumes most of our time, but it's
yeah,
like, who are you outside of this uniform's gonna come off one day.
hmm,
So you should be using this as a seed to harvest what you want to do on the outside.
yeah,
Cause like we're just a number. The army can get rid of us right now if they want to.
yep.
Cut, cling off.
And
Here
they
go
have
your
somebody else,
benefits
and they have
and have
somebody
somebody
tomorrow.
else the next day right in that seat. So
Yep,
it's just, I'm telling you, like, you got to know who you are. And a lot of people, and I think too, that's what causes strife between even just as NCOs. Like, we're like the backbone of the army. And we have like the most beef with one another. And, and it's crazy to me. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, we should be trying to uplift each other because you're the person that I got to work with. We got to
yeah.
make this thing happen at the end of the day. I don't want what you have. I don't want you to even have what I have. We have two different assignments here on this earth. And that's what I love just about the organization. Because like you said, even if you don't believe in God, the army is a big organization. It's bigger than just you. Like you
Yeah,
you are just a one small fraction to the puzzle, to the piece.
yes,
And so, but
definitely.
when you don't do your part, it rolls over into other people's parts. And
Yep.
so you could just every day, I feel like every our work is just ministry. Our whole job is just ministry. Even every day, being kind to somebody. You don't know what somebody was dealing with last night. Coming to work, they may try to off themselves or something. But you just being kind and showing up and just being professional, that might save their life today.
Telling you, telling you
You just don't know.
how you talk to people. A lot of people don't realize that how
Yeah.
you how you talk to people and actually giving somebody that extra 10 to 15 seconds to actually listen to what they got to say, and even a simple gesture as walking in a room, telling everybody good morning,
Mm-hmm.
how y'all doing. You see so many people come in and out them doors and just walk in with an attitude or a frown on their face and walk right past the person that they got to work with all day long. All you had to do is greet them and be like, "What's going on, bro? How you doing?" Simple gesture, whatever. But a lot of people, and then even the people don't mean to get off subject, but even the people that you speak to that just walk right past you after you speak,
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I see what time you on already.
Yep.
I see it because you don't have that discernment to actually respond back to somebody, or you don't have that focus to be like, okay, well, I'm going to be a decent person today,
Yep.
and regardless of what I got going on, you know, I'm gonna speak when somebody speak to me. I'm gonna have a conversation that needs to be had with people and how to get things done. I mean, but again, and I'm saying all this because you brought up the NCO versus NCO. We have the biggest issues with each other because the people who you work with be the people that can make your day the most stressful. It ain't even the
In the job.
trainees.
Mm-mm.
It
Mm-mm.
ain't none of that. The people that you got to work with every day be some of your biggest headaches. But that's a hey.
People gonna
We all
people.
been there though.
Yeah.
We
And I
all
just
been there.
embrace
We
it.
all been
People gonna people.
there.
So
Definitely. Okay. All right. Hey, well, hey, I appreciate you breaking that down in depth about your faith and your belief and your purpose. So we're gonna go ahead and end it like this. You have anything you want to say to the people, to soldiers, or to some drills that may be about to get the assignment to go be a drill sergeant and about to go through the journey that you just completed? Got anything you want to like
to
give them, any
the
words of wisdom or positive affirmations or anything?
I would say to the upcoming drills, be yourself. Be
Mm.
yourself. Like go in and learn and don't be afraid to say you don't know something. Go in there humble. Hey, if you know you're weak in a certain area, hey, do you mind teaching this to me when we got some extra time? And don't be afraid of even learning in front of the trainees. And a prime example I can say is like I was not good at shooting at backup iron sight, right?
Okay.
So even at the academy, I was one of the last ones up there, scared, barely making it.
Hey,
Cause
but you got it done, though.
grace of God, look, got it done. But
I'm telling you.
even on the range days, I would go out there with trainees. I'll kick them off a lane. One of my infantry guys will come out there with me, and I'll be out there shooting every chance. And then before you know it, now I can demo. Now I have no issue.
Yeah.
But I wasn't afraid of, like what, I'm learning too. And to me, I feel like that's what really drew my trainees to me is that I'm not afraid to be human in front of them as well. Like
Yeah.
they still understood that boundary. But look, I'm not perfect. Nobody, no leader that you will ever have is perfect. There's something that we all are not good at. There's something that we all need to work on. And me, I have that humbleness enough to certain things, of course, I don't have to show, but I'm not afraid if one of my weaknesses was to be exposed. It doesn't
Yeah.
like shame me, if that makes sense. So just go in humble, ask those questions, and don't stop grinding. Like no matter how good you may think you get at something, your way is not the only way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I'm gonna say this, and then we'll go ahead and leave it out. I mean, we'll go ahead and close it out. But I always say this term, and I used to tell my candidates or my classes this. To be a great leader, you got to be a great follower. You don't know everything.
Mm-mm.
Don't go in there acting like you super cocky. Don't go in there acting like you run everything, because somebody's gonna teach you something one day, or you're gonna hear somebody say something that you never heard, and you're gonna be like, "Where? What does that even mean?"
Mm-hmm.
Telling you, you don't know everything. Learn what you can learn. Sit back, watch, observe. Learn who you can go to for these type of answers. Learn who you don't might not need to be hanging around. Pay attention to your surroundings,
Oh.
and learn whatever you can learn before you jump out there and make yourself look crazy.
And read 350-6. Who read
Yeah, and read 350-6.
it?
I got you. All right. Hey, but again, hey, I appreciate you getting on here with me tonight and doing our post session after your drill time. I feel I'll get you on again later on down on the line, but we gonna have some different questions or whatever. But I really do appreciate you sharing some of your time with me tonight, and continue enjoying your leave. And I wish you the best whenever you go out there to Texas and go take on this BLC instructor job. You know, I don't like to wish people luck because I don't believe in luck. I believe in
Hmm.
faith. So I say I wish you the best.
I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. But again, I appreciate you. I get this edited up in a day or so, and I'll post clips of it, and I'll tag you in it so the people can see and hear your message. All right.
All right. I appreciate you. Thank you for
All right.
having me.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I'll get you on here again though, but I appreciate you again, and we'll catch up. All right.
All right. You have a good one.
All right. You too.